If you've popped the motor in your 2015 through 2017 Mustang GT and are looking for a fresh and completely new replacement, this long block from Ford Performance would certainly be an excellent choice. Now on top of that, this would also be a great option for guys out there looking for a fresh long block to help complete a Coyote swap project, but will require the corresponding 15 through 17 control pack, also available from Ford Performance. Now the $5,700 price tag is certainly not cheap, but will be more affordable than an Illuminator while also being completely brand new. Install will get a full 3 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter here. As you can imagine, doing an engine swap will not exactly be for those novice mechanics out there. So leave yourself at least a full day or two in the shop to get everything swapped over. So the factory Gen 2 Coyote that we have here is of course found in the 2015 through 2017 Mustangs and was certainly a big step forward compared to the Gen 1 found in the 11 to 14 cars in regards to power holding capabilities. Now that's going to be thanks largely to the center forge connecting rods, but this thing also did feature a superior head and camshaft design along with so much more. Now power output was also raised thanks to these improvements to 435 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque at the crank on 93 octane. Now the heads do feature intake and exhaust cams, of course, with variable valve timing. Your intake valves are 37.8 millimeters in size. Exhaust valves, on the other hand, are going to be 31.8 millimeters in size, along with the revised high-flow intake ports, stiffer valve springs, and improved cam specs with more lift compared to the Gen 1. In short, guys, these heads and their components are very, very good. They love to be revved and are basically superior to the 11 to 14 motor in every way. But moving to the bottom end here, and for as good as the heads are with the Gen 2 Coyote, the bottom is just as good, maybe even better. This does include the aluminum block loaded with a forged crankshaft, center forge connecting rods, and the 11-to-1 hyper-eutectic pistons, which altogether allow this engine to handle a bunch of power. How much horsepower? Well, I've seen these things handle 700 to 800 horsepower all day long without breaking a sweat. I've even seen these bottom ends hold up to over 1,000 horsepower to the tires and keep on going. So again, a very stout design overall, especially when compared to the Gen 1. Now, a big thing to mention here, guys, is that this is essentially a bare long block, meaning you're not getting an intake manifold, alternator, or any accessories. So again, if you have a 15 to 17 car, this really shouldn't be much of a concern, as you're basically gonna just swap everything over to this engine from your existing power plant. However, if you are looking to do this in an older chassis, you're gonna need to secure a bunch of parts to get up and running for the very first time, in addition to that Ford Performance control pack, which does include the tri-core PCM. Installation here, guys, will obviously be a little bit more involved, right? So that shouldn't come as any big surprise. We're gonna call this one a full 3 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and at least a day or more in the shop or garage to get everything swapped over and dropped back into place. So if you are looking to replace a Hurt Factory 5.0 in your S550 GT, the Ford Performance Long Block will be a fresh choice with 0 miles to get you back on the road, and you can grab yours right here at AmericanMuscle.com.